Okay, so we can find out the average stream speed. Then we can find out the density. I told you already yesterday that how to find out the density from this graph. Okay, basically we need to collect the data and plot it, and then if we draw the section at any two location, then what we are doing here, over a time I am taking for a distance of d and say for a time period of t. So if you take a time period of, if you just look at any time and if you consider a distance, then whatever the number of vehicles are there, this number of vehicles divided by the distance. So here how many vehicles? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 vehicles are there. 4 divided by distance will give you the density k. Here if you take over time period t, then how many? 1, 2, 3. Or if you consider this also, say in this line, then there are 4 are there. So what is that value? This value will give you the flow. Okay, so from this graph we can find out the flow, we can find out the density, as well as we can find out the stream speed. So these are the characteristics of a traffic stream. In addition to that, what we can find out? We can find out the headways. There are two types of headways are there. One is the distance headway. If you take the vertical distance between any two vehicles, then whatever you get, that is called the distance headway. And if you take the horizontal distance between two vehicles, then whatever the value you are getting, that is called the time headway. Okay. Now, can you tell me, say headway I am denoting by h, okay, and density I am denoting by k. Is there any relation is possible between the headway and the density from this graph? Can you tell me? Any kind of relationship is possible between headway and density? Just look at the graph or whatever the definitions I have given. From that, can you find out any kind of relationship between these two parameters? Anything, just look, think of and tell me whether you can find out any kind of relationship between the headway, either time headway or space headway, anyone you consider or both you consider and check. Is there any relation between density and headways? Tell me, what is headway? Headway is the distance between two consecutive vehicles. Okay, say the distance between two consecutive vehicles is 5 seconds. If you stand on a particular location and just think of that, you are standing on a particular location and you can see that every 5 seconds one vehicle is crossing that particular section. So within 1 hour, how many vehicles will cross that particular section? Are you hearing me?
720, sir.
How did you calculate?
60 into 60 by 5.
So this is what total time 3600 seconds divided by headway. What is this value? I said this headway is 5 seconds. So this will be 3600 divided by 5 seconds. So what are you getting? 720. What is this 720? 720 is the number of vehicles, right? So 720 number of vehicles cross this section over a time period of how much? What was the time period?
1 hour.
1 hour. What is this by definition?
Flow.
If we can count the number of vehicles over a certain time period, then what is this by definition?
Density.
Not density. Flow. Number of vehicles crossing a section over a time period is called flow. So that means what is that flow? Flow equal to duration whatever is the duration. Say if I take the duration of 1 hour divided by is it visible?
No, sir. It's all blank, sir.
I don't know what is the Nourish network. It was disconnecting again and again. Now,
Again, it's all blank, sir.
all blank.
Yeah, sir. It's just dark. Nothing is there, sir. Just black. Is all.
Now I think it is.
Yeah, now, sir, it's visible, sir.
So what we are talking about here, that so 3600 seconds, 1 hour. If the time headway of each vehicle is 5 seconds, then 3600 divided by 5 seconds is giving me a value of 720 vehicle. So this 720 vehicle has basically crossed the section for 1 hour. So this Q is giving you that for a 1 hour, if you just write this like that Q is equal to 1 hour divided by time headway. It means ultimately we can write that Q is equal to time headway inverse. Okay, that means if we want to find out what is the flow, that flow we can calculate if we have the time headway information. If we just take the inverse of time headway, that will give you the flow. Just if you look at from this definition, we can easily find out that this is nothing but the flow. Okay, so flow is equal to time headway inverse. Okay, so this is how we can find out the flow also, if we have the information about the average time headway. If somebody gave you what is the average time headway, then you can this information you can find out the average flow. Similarly, let us see whether we can use the space headway. Okay, now come to the other part. What is space headway? Space headway is the distance between the two consecutive vehicles in terms of space. Now suppose you take 1 kilometer distance. Okay, say this is 1 kilometer distance and there are many vehicles are there standing on this road, and if you measure the space headway between these consecutive vehicles, okay, so every vehicle, what is the space headway if you measure, and say the average space headway is HS. Okay, so now if I want to find out the relationship with other parameters, so what I can write, if I write that 1 kilometer divided by space headway, what will you get? I am writing that the total distance is 1 kilometer, and this 1 kilometer I am dividing by space headway. Space headway is in terms of say meter. So 1 kilometer means say this is 1000 meter. So 1000 meter divided by the space headway. What will you get? Say some space headway value, say that was say 10 meter, say around 10 meter it was. So what you look at 1000 meter divided by 10 meter will give you 100. So this 100 is basically indicate that there are 100 number of vehicles available within 1 kilometer distance. What does it indicate? Number of vehicles over distance is
Density.
Okay, so number of vehicles over distance density, or in other way what I can write, density is equal to 1 kilometer divided by space headway, or I can say that density is equal to space headway inverse. Okay, so if you have the space headway information also, what is the average space headway, then I can find out the density of the streams. Okay, this time headway and space headway are called the microscopic traffic characteristics. There are two terms are there. One is called, we will come across it little bit later on, microscopic traffic characteristics. Then another is called macroscopic traffic characteristics, and then another type is there that is called mesoscopic traffic characteristics. Anyway, mesoscopic will leave it. So what is this microscopic? Microscopic means when you observe the traffic stream behavior in microscopic level, in a small levels, in individual levels, when you try to find out the characteristics of individual vehicles of the traffic stream, those characteristics are called the microscopic characteristics. And what is macroscopic? When you take the full traffic stream together and find out the characteristics, that is called macroscopic traffic characteristics. Now, if you look at this, in this case, what we can find out the speed of individual vehicles. Every vehicles, what is the speed that we can easily find out. So this speed of individual vehicles are called the microscopic characteristics of the traffic stream. Okay, speed of individual vehicles. But once you find out what is the average speed, okay, what is the average speed, maybe spaceman speed or maybe the time mean speed, then these are called the macroscopic traffic characteristics, because this average speed, whatever you are calculating, that you are calculating for overall traffic stream, not for the individual vehicles. Okay, then density, what we are saying that this many number of vehicles per kilometer length, that is again a macroscopic traffic characteristic. So density, average speed, these are macroscopic. Flow you are finding out for full traffic stream. So this flow. So these three parameters, you can say they are called the macroscopic traffic characteristics, because they are representing the full traffic streams together. Whereas the speed of the individual vehicle, then time headway, space headway, all these are called the microscopic traffic characteristics, because these are giving information about the individual characteristics of the vehicles. Okay, so the characteristics which are represented by the individual vehicles characteristics, these are called microscopic, whereas which are representing the total traffic stream characteristics, they are called the macroscopic characteristics. Okay, we'll take a small example and we'll see whatever we have discussed here, how can we find out those information from this example. So this is a road section and some vehicles are standing on the road section. So 1, 2, so this is the distance between two vehicles are 15. So this is 20, then 30, 20, 35, 20, then 85, next 20, and then 55. Okay, so this is the starting section here. So this is the starting section. Let us say this is denoted by X, and say this is the end section, and this is denoted by Y. Okay, I'll tell you what is there. Just let me do it. Vehicles are moving in this direction. Okay, so this is 45 mile per hour, or we can take it as kilometer per hour. Okay, no problem. 45 kilometer per hour, and this is also 45 kilometer per hour. So this is 40 kilometer per hour, and this is 30 kilometer per hour. Okay, so this total distance is how much distance? 300 meters. Okay. Just let me read the question, then you will understand. Okay. The following figure shows the vehicles traveling at a constant speed on a two-lane highway between section X and Y, with their positions and speeds obtained at an instant of time by photograph. Okay, photograph is taken at an instant of the time. What is their position that has been shown here? Okay, an observer located at point X. This is the point X. Observe the four vehicles passing point X during a period of t second. Okay, total time was taken, say t seconds. The velocities of the vehicles are measured as 70, 70, 65. In terms of kilometer, it is 45, 45, 40, and 30 kilometer per hour. Calculate the flow density, time mean speed, and space mean speed. It is asked to calculate the flow density, time mean speed, and space mean speeds. Okay, so basically it is a snapshot taken in a particular location. So these are the distance shown here, say in terms of, if I take in terms of meter, all are in terms of meter. Say this is 15 meter, 20 meter, 30 meter, 20 meter, 35 meter, 20 meter, 85 meter, 20 meter, and 55 meter distance are shown. And say the speed of the vehicles whenever the photographs are taken. This vehicle A was in 45 km per hour, vehicle B was also in 45 km per hour, C is in 40 km per hour, and D is in 40 km per hour at an instant. Okay, within this instant, the marking, the total distance was found to be 300 meters. Okay, and after that, say the person was observing this vehicle's movement for a total time period of t. Now question is asked, find out the flow, find out the density, find out the average time mean speed, and what is the space mean speeds. Okay, let us see how to find out the flow. Flow is what? Total number of vehicles crossing a section over a time period. Okay, so flow is basically denoted by Q. Q is equal to total number of vehicles crossing a section for a time period. If I say the time period, if anything 1 hour or 3 hour or whatever, so total number of vehicle over a time period we need to calculate. Okay, so in this problem, what is the total number of vehicles Here T is given. What is said that the total observation period is T second. Okay, so that means the person who was standing on the queue, he has observed that within this time period T second, how many vehicles are crossing the section? How many vehicles are shown here? A, B, C, D. There are 4 vehicles. Within this time period of T seconds, there are only 4 vehicles cross the section. So we need to find out what is the flow. So here number of vehicle is 4 and time period is how much? T seconds. So that means the flow is basically 4 vehicle about time period T second. Now this T seconds we can convert in terms of hour. If we do that, what we can write? T in 4 into T seconds. If you convert into hour, what you have to do? You have to divide this T by 3600. So if you divide it by 3600, then it will go on the top. So it will become 3600 here divided by T. Now what will be the unit? Unit will be vehicle per hour. Now do this calculation. What will you get? It will give you 4 into 3600 is how much? 14,400 vehicle per hour. Okay, that means the flow of this traffic stream was 14,400 by T. Sorry, by T vehicle per hour. Now whatever be the value of T, this T may be of 10 seconds, or it may be of 60 seconds, or it may be 120 seconds, or it may be even 1 hour also, whatever. So if it is 1 hour, then it will be 3600 you have to put here. So this is how you can find out the flow. That means in this question, what exactly is said that the section was defined between X and Y. That a 300 meter section was taken, and suddenly one photograph was taken. Okay. And before taking the photograph, or even you can say after taking the photograph, or within the photograph, the person was observing this situation for a time second of T seconds. And within the T seconds, what he has found that there was only 4 vehicles, and the 4 vehicle has crossed these particular sections. Okay, so the time period is known to us T second, and observation number of vehicles that is crossing the section within this T second is known to us that 4 vehicles. So what is the flow? 4 divided by T. Now generally we convert the flow in terms of number of vehicles per hour. So if you convert it, that will give you 14,400 by T vehicle per hour. Okay. Next part is you need to find out the density. So how to find out the density? What is the definition of density? Density is basically the number of vehicle present over a particular section of length of the road section. Okay, so in this particular case, how many vehicles were present? For a distance of 300 meters. In this photograph, how many vehicles are shown? A, B, C, D. So there are 4 vehicles present for a distance of how much? Distance of 300 meters. Right, 4 vehicles present for a distance of 300 meters. So now what I can write? I can write 4 divided by 300. If you want to convert into kilometer, then what I have to do? I have to multiply this by 1000. So what is that? 0, 0, 0, 0, 40 by 3. 40 by 3 vehicle per kilometer. Or what we can say, this will be how much? How much? 13.33 vehicle per kilometer. Okay. So what is there? The density of this road section is 13.33 vehicle per kilometer. Very simple. In a photograph, how many vehicles are shown? 4 vehicles are shown. And what is the distance of the photograph? Length of the photograph, it was 300 meters. So number of vehicles divided by the distance. Okay, then you convert into vehicle per kilometer. So if you convert to vehicle per kilometer, it is showing 13.33 vehicle per kilometer. Okay, so this is the density of this section. What is the next part? Next part is to find out the time mean speeds and space mean speed. How to find out that time mean speed and space mean speed? What is time mean speed and what is space mean speed? TMS you can write or you can write B. Average time mean speed. This you also can write. What is average time mean speed? Is the sum of the speed of all vehicle. So there are n number I equal to 1 to n divided by number of vehicle. This is how we can write. There is a simple arithmetical mean. So sum of the speed of all vehicles. What was those speeds? That was 30 plus 40 plus 45 plus 30 plus 40 plus 45 plus 45 divided by what is the n? N is here 4. So if you do this calculation, it will give you the average speed of the vehicle in terms of kilometer per hour. Right? What is that value? 45, 45, 90 and 70. 90, 70 is how much? 160. 160 divided by 4 is how much? 40. Okay. So the average time mean speeds of this traffic stream is 40 km per hour. Next question is find out the average of the space mean speed. What is space mean speed? Space mean speed is total number of vehicle divided by summation of I equal to 1 to n divided by 1 upon e. This will give you the space mean. So what is here? Here what is the total number of vehicle? Total number of vehicle is here 4 and then 1 upon 30 plus 1 upon 40 plus 1 upon 45 plus 1 upon 45. What is this value? Just calculate it. I don't have the answer. Can you do the calculation?
38.919.
38.919. Okay. What is the unit? Kilometer.
Kilometer per hour.
So this is one way I can calculate that this is 38.919 kilometer per hour. Other way also I can do the calculation. Okay, I'll show you how to calculate the space mean speed in this case. Anyway, that I have not discussed earlier. Okay. So what I have written, space mean speed US or BS, whatever you can write, is equal to n divided by summation of 1 upon UI. Right? Okay. So this is equal to now see n divided by 1 upon UI. What is this? This is basically distance divided by speed. Distance divided by speed is what? What is the 1 upon UI? 1 upon UI is, if no, sorry, not distance. 1 upon UI is the reverse of the speed. Reverse of the speed is what? What is the unit of speed? Unit of speed is, what is that? Distance by time.
Time, sir.
Now if you take the reverse of the speed, that means what? It is time divided by distance. लिख सकता है? That means in this place I can write this is nothing but equal to time divided by distance. Can I write like that? Just look at this. This is nothing but the inverse of the speed I am writing. If you look at this value is n divided by 1 upon speed. 1 upon speed. Speed, what is the speed? Speed is distance by time. If I make the reverse of that, it is basically I am writing time divided by distance. 1 upon speed is basically time divided by distance. So if I write down the simple way to understand it, that means it is I am writing that time of the individual vehicles taken to cross the section. And what are that? That was certain distance. Now in this problem, what is our distance? Our distance is, suppose this distance is L. So what we need to find out, basically spaceman speed means basically we have to be able to, suppose this vehicle need to cross this length L, and say this vehicle has taken a total time to cross this length as say T1. Similarly, how much time the other vehicle B has taken to cross this section? How much time vehicle C has taken to cross the section? From this speed we can find out this time. What is this time? Time is distance divided by speed. If you take distance divided by speed, what will it give you? It will give you time, or otherwise if you say what is speed? Speed is equal to distance by time. So what is time? Time is equal to distance divided by speed. So here what I am saying, this is the time I want to calculate. Basically it is inverse of the speed. Inverse of the speed is basically time divided by distance. Here what is our distance? Our distance is, say here I have written 300 meter, or if you say the distance is L, then all the vehicles has crossed this section from position X to position Y. Whatever the speed they have calculated, this speed is basically means that it has crossed this section. Or otherwise, if we know the speed and if I know the distance, then I can find out how much time this vehicle has spent to cross this section, because I need to find out the speed over a distance. So it means that I can find out how much time this vehicle A has taken to cross from X to Y. What will be that? That will be basically this length or distance between XY divided by its speeds. Okay, this will give me the time taken by vehicle A. Similarly, vehicle B, if I want to know that how much time it is taken to cross this section, then the distance between XY divided by its speed. Or if I want to know it for C, that distance between XY divided by speed of vehicle C. Similarly, distance between XY divided by speed of vehicle D. This way also I can find out what is the time taken by the vehicle to cross this section. Here this 1 upon speed indicates that it is time divided by distance. So now for all these 4 vehicles, how much distance it has crossed? Because for us the known distance is this distance, or otherwise this position also I can find out how much distance left here, how much distance. So that will be a tough one. Rather than what I can do, I can find out that on an average all the vehicle has crossed from position X to position Y, and to cross this position X to position Y, their distance was L or 300 meter. So for this case, what I know that for all the vehicles the distance are constant, that is they have crossed the section XY, that is from X to Y at least they have gone. So if you say that the X to Y there the distance is L, then I can write this ln divided by summation of Ti. Can I write it? No. So this was n divided by summation of time over distance. Now this distance is same for all the vehicles, so I can take simply the distance at the top. So it will be said the distance is L, so I can write ln divided by summation of Ti. Okay, this I is equal to 1 to n. Is it possible? That means the average specimen speed, you can give a dash. Generally in average what we use, put a bar over here. So average specimen speed is equal to ln divided by time taken by each of the vehicles to cross this section. Now can we find out the time taken by each vehicle to cross this section? We need to find out this, and we have to sum up the here, then only we will be able to find out the terminal speed by this method. Otherwise in this method already we have calculated, but this method also we can calculate, and both should give us the same answer. Let us see whether we can do it or not. So I want to find out for vehicle A. For vehicle A, what is the time? It is set time for or time A or time 1, whatever you can write. For vehicle 1 or vehicle A, how much time it is taken to cross this section? How much time it is taken to cross this section? Basically, this vehicle was crossing a section of length L, and it was maintaining a speed of 45 kilometer per hour. Can you write like that? It means this is equal to, you can put the value of L also. What is the value of L, our case? 300 meter. Okay. And what is the speed? Speed here is 45. Earlier value we have calculated in terms of kilometer per hour. So here also
Yes.
we will try to find out this value in terms of kilometer per hour, or you can write it in meter per second and you can convert it any way you can do. If I write it in meter per second, that means how much? 45 into 1000 meter. This hour in terms of second, if we do it, then divided by 3600. So if you do the calculation, how much you get? This 0 get cancelled. 10 if you calculate, this is 3.6. So multiply here 3.6. 3.6 into 300 divided by 45. How much time? You have calculator? Do it.
24 seconds.
3.6 divided by 3.6 into 300 divided by how much? 45. This is giving 24 seconds.
Yes,
So
sir.
for first vehicle or vehicle A, the time taken to cross the section is 24 seconds. Similarly, if we calculate for vehicle B, because it was the same speed, so it will be 24 seconds, right? Vehicle A is 24 seconds, vehicle B is also 24 seconds. Now find out for vehicle C. For vehicle C, how much it will be? What was the speed? Speed was 40. For vehicle C, it was 40 kilometer per hour. So give here 40, make here 40. How much? 3.6 into 300 divided by 40. It is giving how much time?
27.
7. This is taking 27 seconds. Now come for vehicle D. What was the speed of vehicle D? Vehicle D, it was moving with the speed of 30. So 3.6 into 300 divided by how much? Kitna? 36 seconds. Okay. So these are the 4 vehicles, and we know their time taken to cross the section. Now let us find out the specimen speed. Specimen speed here already I have written that specimen speed is equal to ln divided by summation of Ti. Our case L is 300 meter. Number of vehicle is 4. Ti means it is 24 second plus 24 second plus 27 second plus 36 seconds, right? Do this calculation. What will you get? You will get the value in terms of meter per second, because this unit is in meter and these units are in second. Calculate that, then you convert into kilometer per hour. How much is this coming? 300 into 4 divided by 24 plus 24 plus 27 plus 36. How much? 10.81 meter per second. If you convert into kilometer per hour, then what is to be done? How much? How to convert it?
So into 18 by 5.
1 multiplied by 3600 divided by 1000. Basically, you have to multiply by 3.6. Okay, so what will you get? You will get 38.919 kilometer per hour. What was the value that we have calculated using direct speed? What was that value? Just before that slides, I have calculated the spaceman speed also using the direct speed, that is 1 divided by 1 upon 45 plus 1 upon 45 plus 1 upon 40 plus 1 upon 30. 4 divided by that also we did. So what was that value and what is this value? Both are same or different?
Same, sir.
Same thing. So whatever the way you do the calculation, your answer will be same. Now this case it is more appropriate because sometimes you may not have that this distance may not have same. Some cases this distance may be 300 meters, sometimes it may have a 200 meters, sometimes it may have a 150 meters. So it's a defined distance. If defined distance is there, then this method will give you, or the current method, whatever you did, will give you the more appropriate answer. Okay, but earlier method will not give you the appropriate answer because your distance is not same. If distance is same, then you do this way or the other way. Whatever the way you do, you will get the same spaceman speed. But whenever the distance are not same, we have to do in this way to find out the spaceman speed. Okay. So this is how, if we have some information about your photograph, we can find out the spaceman speed and time speeds also. Okay, as well as some other information like steam speed and flow and density that we can easily find out. Okay, so for all these things we need to know what is the, or we need to have a appropriate traffic data information. If we do not have the data, then we will not be able to find out this. Okay, so next class we will see there is another term called occupancy. Just I will give you a definition. What is occupancy? Occupancy is basically a similar term to the density, because density is not giving you the actual information about the type of the vehicle. So till now whatever I said, that what is density? Density is the number of vehicle over a particular length. I did not say about which type of vehicle. Even if you go to the road section in Indian traffic condition, which is purely mixed traffic, even if the vehicles are moving on a particular lane also, still they are mixed traffic because all type of vehicles are utilizing the same road section. So when all different types of vehicles are utilizing the same road section, by density you cannot actually represent the exact traffic stream behavior because all type of vehicles are there. So if you say the number of say 500 vehicles per kilometer, or say 30 vehicle per kilometer, this 30 vehicle does not reflect what type of vehicle. So what we need to represent this at least somehow with the some characteristics of the vehicles whenever we are representing the traffic stream. So for that part there is a term called occupancy. That occupancy we can represent. What does occupancy? Occupancy is basically suppose you are collecting a data for a particular time period of 2 seconds. Now within this 2 minutes, 2 seconds is very less. Say you are collecting the data for 2 minutes and within a section of say X and Y, whatever I have shown. So within these 2 minutes and between the section X and Y, when the vehicle has arrived and when the vehicle has crossed the section, it will basically give you the time. That means within these 2 minutes, we need to find out how much time the vehicle has spent within that section. Okay, how much time the vehicle has spent within that section. If you sum up this total time divided by the observation time period, that will give you the occupancy. Okay, say in this case there was 4 vehicles. How the vehicle has spent the time? First vehicle has spent 24 seconds. Second vehicle has spent 24 seconds within the section XY. Third vehicle has spent 27 seconds. And fourth vehicle has spent how much? 36 seconds. So what is the total time spent by all these 4 vehicles? If you just sum up this 24 plus 24 plus 27 plus 36. This is the total time spent by all these 4 vehicles. What was my observation period? I have observed this for a time period of capital T that I said initially. So this total time spent by all these 4 vehicles divided by the time period T, capital T, will give you the occupancy. Still, this occupancy is not representing the time of the vehicle. Type of the vehicle. It is representing how much time. Basically, it is representing the speed and time, how much time it is spent for the different types of vehicles. But still, it is not representing what is the type of the vehicle. To represent the type of the vehicle, there is another new term is there that is called area occupancy. Though you will not find it in the book. Okay, that area occupancy basically consider the area of each type of the vehicle. Area of each type of the vehicle, when you consider, that represents the type of the vehicles. Okay, say area of a car and area of two-wheeler or area of autos are not equal. So once if you add those areas, I'll tell you next class how to add those, then this will somehow represents the heterogeneity of the traffic scheme. So basically this occupancy and area occupancy that are found out to represent the heterogeneity of the traffic scheme. This density, if you want to represent, then what you need to do, you need to convert all those different types of vehicles in a similar unit. You might have heard that earlier. That unit in our Indian conditions, we call that unit as PCU, passenger car unit. Even other countries also they convert whenever there are heterogeneities are there. They convert all the different types of vehicle in a similar unit. That is in terms of car. Say one truck is there, so they find out what is the impact of truck in terms of a car. So passenger car unit means one truck is equivalent to how many car, or one two-wheeler is equivalent to how many car, one auto is equivalent to how many car, one bus is equivalent to how many car. So that we used to calculate. That is called the PCU, passenger car unit. Okay, in terms of passenger car, we find out the impact of all the other types of vehicle, and then we calculate the density and whatever the things flow also. So that flow and density are somewhat using a similar term. Okay, this many PCUs are there. Flow, what we are saying, this many vehicles per hour, or other than that, if you say that this many PCU per hour, it means that this many equivalent, say 5,000 equivalent car are there on the road section. That doesn't mean that all those 5,000 vehicles are car. There may be some car, there may be some truck also, there may be some two-wheeler also, there may be some auto also, but they are equivalent to car. So they are equivalent to your sensor, equivalent to 5,000 vehicles per hour. Okay, that doesn't matter. But if you simply say that the 5,000 vehicle per hour, it does not indicate that what are the different types of vehicles are there. Anyway, next class will continue details on this part. Next class will be on Monday. I have given you a message also in your WhatsApp that Monday 11 to 12 will be taken by Saucer, that is your open channel course, and 12 to 1 I will take. So that will be fixed that these 3 classes I will take right now. Monday 12 to 1, Wednesday 12 to 1, and Friday 12 to 1. Right now this will be the 3 classes that I am going to take, and one more class maybe after 1 week or 2 weeks I will take. That will be the 4th class, and that class I will announce at what time I will take. Okay, so we'll meet on Monday.
Sir. Sir.
Follow.
Here in this question, sir, we can find out capital T also, sir, the T seconds that we are provided, sir.
Observation period T we cannot find out.
Sir, if you are using that fundamental equation of traffic flow, that is Q equals to KV, right, sir? So we know we have to find out the value of Q. We know density and we know velocity also, sir. So by that, I think we can find out what is the value of this. What is the value of this capital T by that equation, sir?
This capital T, this observation period, I can find out if I have a information that the vehicle D has crossed this section at what time, or some other information, because this is an individual parameter. This is not depending on what is Q and what is K and what is B. This is my observation. Somebody is standing on the road and collecting the data. It may be he may collect it for 5 seconds also, it may collect it for 5 minutes also, it may collect it for 5 hours also, it may collect it for 5 days also, anything. But you cannot find out it from here. Okay, this is a different parameters. It is not related to Q, K or B. Q, K or B are depend on the time.
And sir, in this equation, this V is space mean speed, right, sir? This V.
This B, yes. Generally, we should use the space mean speed.
Okay.
Not time mean speed. This should be average space mean speed. Okay. Sometimes we use time mean speed also, but actually it is supposed to be the space mean speed.
Okay, sir. And sir, we have this Artha and Chakraborty's that one book, right? We have the hard copy, but that we have left in the hostel, and sir, now we are facing problems because we are not able to get it online. So sir, I think if you have that, then you can please share it to us so that we can also read that, because we are not getting it, sir, right now. When we are just
in a WhatsApp group, somebody has shared one book. I don't know what is that.